Let me try to do some summarizing here. Again, a lot of content. I take notes as we talk to try to do my best to try to put the show in perspective. We heard a lot about progress. What a big thing I walk away with on the progress discussion is cloud is happening. I mean, we're doing it. It's happening across government. It's happening everywhere. I heard a lot about collaboration and Pathfinder and that program being one as an example of progress. I heard about auto provisioning that's happening, things happening a lot faster. We heard about a lot of lessons being learned at the Army that can be used in other cloud programs, and rethinking of the infrastructure is very important. A lot of progress in rethinking just what the infrastructure will be down the road. Specific programs, we talked about the Army Logistics Support and Redstone and the fact that that's one that is being up there. We talked a lot about on-prem and off-prem and what's going to be done, cloud, on-prem, what can be go off-prem. I guess it was me who sees the evolution of things moving over time more off-prem as we gain confidence and trust and collaborate with one another. Also, software as a service and security being big specific things that are happening. And will continue to happen in a more agile fashion. On a lot of discussion on lessons learned. We had a lot of talk about the importance of doing an inventory and understanding your portfolio. A lot of discussion about the fact that we don't just want to move old stuff into a new way of handling it. We want to modernize as we go along. We want to rationalize, do away with things we don't need, perhaps consolidate things that we can consolidate, get rid of some of those old Band-Aid tools that perhaps we don't need anymore and go to some new technologies. We talked about no lift and shift. I like that term. It's a term that makes a lot of sense just by talking about it. We heard about success changes the culture. If you begin getting success, the culture change can come with it, and that's going to be, we talked about one size doesn't fit all. There's going to be different things you got to do different ways. We talked in security about who owns the system and who is responsible for that security. I wrote down it's about the mission, not just the technology. I think that's an excellent anecdote and something that can be used. We talked about right-sizing the cloud, and we talked about shifting the IT business model and how that's going to need to happen for cloud to really be where we want cloud to be. Challenges, in addition to the obvious with security, we heard about the challenges associated with contracting. This is a new way of acquiring things. It requires new SLAs. It requires new thinking of the budget, new thinking about how contracts can be modified to support this. We heard about challenges with getting things accredited and certified in time and authority to operate. You know, the world's moving fast. And if that certification and accreditation processes can't keep up, we're not going to be able to stay ahead of that curve to get the modernization in place that needs to be there. Challenges, the word culture came out again, as did the word transformation and the importance there, as well as chargebacks. We talked in the future about cloud supporting mobility. We talked about it being mission, not technology, and digital organizations.